Good morning, guys and girls. Welcome back to my channel and to another vlog. I don't know why I'm whispering. It's not as early as it should be. We're off eventing. Eek eek. And the question of the day is, have the plats stayed in? Oh, that was a yawn stroke, Winnie. You've definitely had a nice lie down, I can tell by this. But have... they have. Yes! Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We're going to Victom, my boy. He's like, oh, and you must have something in that pocket for me, Mum. Right, so question number 2 is, have the legs stayed white? Have a quick look at, oh, he says question number 3 is, when's breakfast? Oh, your door's a bit jammed, boo. Let's have a looky look. Why is this not across? Okay, Banksy, you are in the good books. You probably can't see in here, guys, because it's a bit dark, but they are looking whiter than white still. And so's his neck, I will admit. Let's put some lights on and get your brekkie. Yeah, I will admit I wasn't entirely sure. Morning, Dinks. What I was going to come out and find this morning, because I say teamwork, Em and I, plaited him. Okay, I did about 3 or 4, she did the rest. But in quite a hurry last night, and to Em's dismay, banded plaits, not threaded plaits. And because she did the little trick where you literally use one band and then to secure the plait into place it sort of just pops over the end, we were like, oh, I don't know whether you can put like a lycra on top of that, because you don't want them to force them down and make them too flat and out of shape. Like when they're threaded in, they're very secure. When they're banded in, wasn't sure what lycra would do, so I was like, I'll take the chance. We'll leave him as he is. He's hungry, right? You don't need explaining about my plaits. Let's crack on. I'll get him his breakfast, then we'll rendezvous, because we are heading to Bicton for my first event of the year. You probably already know if you follow me on Instagram. If you don't, please do. I need to feed the cats too, so I'm going to pop the camera down. I'm determined not to be in a rush or a flap at all today. I'm super duper organised. I've got everything prepared all throughout the week so that everything is calm and chilled. And when I said earlier that we were in a rush to put his plaits in last night, we weren't in a rush. Like, I had plenty of time. It was just encouraging Em to stay with me and get it done while she still had time, rather than her leave and me be like, oh, 2 hours later still plaiting. So yeah, everything is packed, loaded, ready to go. The only thing that needs doing is feeding, which he's saying, why are you not hurrying up and doing it for me now, Mum? I've been such a good boy and kept my plaits. Here we go, hunky monkey. Enjoy. And yeah, Em said she thinks this is one of the best forelock plaits she's ever done. Whee! Isn't it beaut? So I'm very glad that you haven't attempted to rub any of them out. Thanks, well done. She said not to get too close to these. Oh, that one might just need resecuring slightly, but she said not to get too close to them because she's not proud of them, because they are banded, they're not threaded. But I think that was one I did. And then these little white ones. She did all the rest, bless her. I love his multicoloured one. Anyway, as I said, very, very organised. Everything's packed and loaded. I have now got 2 grooms coming as well, which is super exciting. Em is coming along. Even though she has a hen night this evening, my times worked, which enabled her to be able to come so long as we leave straight after cross country. She said, you might want to wait around for results. I was like, trying to remain positive, but even if we do somehow manage to get a placing, not somehow, I don't mean somehow, I'm not talking negatively, I need to talk positively, because this winter is the hardest I have trained since owning Banksy. So I do feel like we can competitively go out, but equally, I'm not really a competitive person. I'm quite happy, as I always say, just to enjoy my pony and come home safe and sound. However, I do admit, and I will admit, that it would be nice to finish with a top 10 placing today. So fingers crossed, I am going to try my best. I'm not going to let nerves get to me. I am organised, as I said. Everything's packed and loaded, ready to go. I consciously made the effort of, what's the saying that they say? Piss poor preparation makes for piss poor, that's a tongue twister. Piss poor preparation makes for piss poor performance. So I have been prepared this week. Every lunchtime, every evening, I've ensured I've cleaned and got everything ready. Absolutely everything. Massage pad is charged, numbers are printed off, they need putting in a number bib, but everything is in here, apart from my handbag. I need to go and get that. Ready to go, and yeah, I can't actually be any more prepared than I am. Yes, I probably could have had a few more pure... Ooh, yay. Oh, even my waifu's in there, look, ready to go. I could have had a few more pure dressage lessons, but hey, we're working on enjoying dressage. Right, let's let him eat. Go get my handbag so I don't forget that. Thanks! Oh my goodness, I'm such a bad mum. Oh, I didn't give you anything. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You're such a good boy. He's like, don't really need food, an itchy scratch would be nice. Just a bit of fuss and an itchy scratch, eh? I am sorry, I'm going to go and get you a little bit chaff. Oh, I tell you what, actually, I tell you what you can have, because you are going to be on your own all day, is one of these. A Silvermore Grassabix Munchy block. Want one of these? Yes, please, but please open it, Mum. Oh, you're not even on camera, mate. There we go. Let's pop that. Oh, can I reach from there? Maybe. Let's see if I can get the shot in. Wait. Get it out of my hand. Gentle. I need 2 hands. Right. Will it go in? Ah! Got it, mate? Tip it over. Yeah, push. Hey, there you go, good boy. Is that yummy links? Yum scrum, you're gonna be a good boy then. Nala, oh no. You're not coming, Nala. Where's she gone? Are you staying there? Come on then. Come on.
Nala. No, it's not the boot, my darling. Up here.
Oh, she wants to get in the back.
Come here.
Uh-oh. She doesn't understand the ranger. Right, what time is it? Oh, it's just gone 15:15. I wanted to leave at 15:15 and I thought I was on time.
Oh, I was here on time.
No, you're all on time.
I was here on time.
Oh.
Here.
She gone under the car.
No.
Probably didn't help me then turning the engine off.
Sorry.
Food lovers. Lemon cheesecake is back in stock. And it hasn't sold out yet. I thought it would have. But they did order double quantity, so go check it out and stack up if you do want to get some. Oh, you haven't tried this, have you?
No, I haven't.
I've got a few. I've got mango in the back too. Mango lassi and strawberry lassi is also. I can start the engine now.
Yeah.
Currently on 25% off as a bundle. So you can then get 35% off with code TINA10 too. So 35% saving if you've been thinking of trying them. Most frequently asked question is, are they like a milkshake? I would say that is no, wouldn't you, Em? More yogurty. The lassies are more yogurty, the originals are more milkshakey. That answers that one. A much thicker consistency and sharp. So whereas on eventing days where I previously would not have eaten anything, I will now drink that and then hopefully get cheesy chips at about 4 o'clock. All right? Okay. Ready, or are we eating this on the way up?
I don't, if you like.
Em's bought Nala's breakfast, see? We've all got food on the go today. Right.
It's too early for to eat my breakfast.
Who's shutting the gate anyway?
Oh, I can do that.
You nearly pressed record before I could even find my gear. Hey, we're here. I found the gear and we're here. Victom! Memories from last October.
Ended it and now starting it.
Yeah, I'm hoping it goes the same as that. So there's across the country. It's running the other way round. Starting over there, finishing over here. Where's the warm-up though? Anyway, yeah, we're in good time. We had little Sam on the phone a minute ago, didn't we, Em?
Yeah.
We're going to meet him. He's up here with his pony.
He's in the stable, so I'm guessing he stayed overnight.
Oh, must have. Oh, okay. That's why he's on the ball.
He's asked to walk the course with you because
he wants to learn his minute markers.
Yeah.
So I will use the cross-country app.
Sam, how far away are you from Bicton?
We're literally here. Oh, there's a wall. Is that the warm up here? Literally here. And on the way up we had a downpour of rain. Tina realised that out of the 101 coats she had, she didn't pack any. And Emily. We made a little bump. And thankfully we got here and it is nice weather. Dry, and hopefully the sun might make an appearance in a minute. But yeah, good for time. I wanted to be here by 10, it's 22, or in between 25 and 22.
But once we're not late.
For once we're not late.
And Emily's on.
Morning. You okay?
Yeah, good. Don't
Yeah.
you know you go down to the right?
I do, thank you. Emily's arm is falling off. Right, met my little buddy. You're riding Scampy today? What's Scampy showing it?
Something scam.
Don't tell me you don't know, it's your horse. Right, here's our course map. So here is where we find out our optimum time. 5 minutes 8. Sam has already walked the course already,
I don't know my minute markers because I'm rubbish.
but he wants to walk it with us. So
Can't walk minute markers.
we've got 16 fences, 21 jumping efforts. Nala, you checking it out for me, babe? And
You just come this way a bit.
5:08. Won't be starting in the start box either. We've literally just got here as Janelle Price is about to leave the start box. So very good timing on our part, and so lovely to see.
This one?
Yeah, that's right.
And then bringing their youngsters down for their first runs at a local venue to us.
15. Anyway, good luck in Kentucky and badminton. 10.
Em's probably in awe over the fact that it's a chestnut.
4, 3, 2, 1. Go, good luck, Janelle.
And as Keith just said, we can go and watch the best in the world show us how it's done.
First competitor of the day.
Okay, so we are using the Coursewalk app. However, just been running. Because the course is in use at the moment, it's going to be a little bit harder than normal to get up close to the fences, pause it and start again. Yeah, exactly. Oh, another one on course, so we just need to make sure we pause it and then actually resume the recording once we're back on our line. There's Janelle finishing over there, just about to go through the water. And then another fellow Cornish competitor just starting. I think he's Cornish anyway. Definitely seen him at Coleraine before. Little breather mid-course whilst we wait for a pony to come through. You're saying it gets a bit harder. It does. Positive vibes though, Sam, positive vibes.
Just keep my outside leg on.
Outside leg, especially around this corner. We've got to come through that gap and then be like, meow, handbrake turn. But it won't be a handbrake turn if we're nice and controlled and collected.
Show jump it.
Show jump it, that is the one. Definitely. Okay, unfortunately we are not waiting there to see how that one does because they have an issue at fence 1. So we will carry on up through the wooded section, won't we, Nala? She's like, yes, let's go! Em's like, don't wind her up anymore. Tina's favourite downhill bit. Remember guys, don't be ashamed to trot on cross country. Even if it means you end up with time penalties, getting down a hill safely. Yeah, exactly. Getting down safely and having fun is priority, isn't it, Sam?
Getting run over when you walk the course.
And actually, we haven't even got steps at the bottom. We've got just a nice little roll top.
Lovely.
Oh, to a corner.
Oh,
So it is a related distance. It's an A and a B.
be fine.
It'll be fine. Guys, they're bullying me. They're telling me I've got to jump this one on an angle so that I can go straight to my boat. I think actually jumping it on a nice straight line, curving round, doing a nice little S. S suits Tina. So we've just had a nice angled combination of houses, which you have to jump on an angle, so Sam's told me. So he said that is why there was a good warm-up angled rail further back to let you know and pick a line for what you're going to come across further into the course. Only 2 jumps further actually. And now we've gone back to 3-day event.
My favourite fence.
Format, and we're getting a little steeplechase fence uphill, which is nice. Oh, horse coming. We're going to get to watch Ron jump it. Whee! Another fellow Cornish competitor coming up the hill. Lauren?
Yeah, badminton.
Yeah, they're going to the championships in 2 weeks' time. Speedy, he's looking lovely and white.
Got a bit of a breather running down the hill trip.
This is the fence that I'm absolutely watching myself at. 'Cause it's
Hey,
wide.
you'll be fine. So we're nearing the end of the course, and huge credit to Victom for putting in so much effort. This water complex almost looks like you could be at badminton, doesn't it? They put so much effort in to make it all look pretty. And yeah, it was a little bit like, which jump are we doing here? Because there's so many to choose from. of the 100, the novice and the 90. Thankfully today we are going for orange carrots. That's how we remember it, alright? Orange carrots.
Well,
oh, imagine jumping this, Sam.
that's what they were jumping yesterday.
Whew, no thank you.
No, neither.
Did you watch any of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw it and I was walking a little bit.
I mean, even that looks pretty challenging, the novice on the way out of the water. No ponies coming though. I think there's been a bit of a delay on course, unfortunately, so we haven't managed to get many riding it over the last few fences, have we? Unfortunately, we wanted to watch one go over that ditch combo, but we waited a little while and sadly nobody came. You can see another fellow Cornish person in the warm-up, Michaela, on trousers. But I think we need to get back and get studding up.
Yeah.
Ready for dressage. But yeah, the course looks nice. The ground is perfect as always. Thank you, Bicton. And the final jump, number 16, is right in front of us. Ah, good for time, good for time. Ah, gorgeous little dun. About to show us how the final fence is done. And that wasn't a pun, but it was. Just not a funny one. Oh, that all rhymes. Whee! Lovely. Finish line. Finished at. Oh, you're just getting my reflection. There we go. So now, in a minute, when we're back at the trailer, I will look at my minute markers and suss out exactly where I need to be and when to make sure I am at the right pace so that I don't get penalised for going too fast or too slow, basically. There's actually quite a gap between the final fence and the finish line here this time. So you do need to either push on if you're too slow or gradually slow yourself down a little bit if you're too fast, because you do get penalised if you knowingly, consciously show that you're slowing down. Say you come back to a trot and walk over the finish line knowing that you're going to be too fast, you would then get penalised for that. It does need to be that you've had a nice rhythm the whole way around the course, basically. So it seems I wasn't just doing the minute markers for Sam and myself. Literally just come past and warm up and seen 3 or 4 people go, Tina, what's the minute markers? Tina, what's the minute markers? So I'm glad we just learnt them, and I think I know them off by heart now. I won't even need to write it on my arm, which I normally do, I will add.
I always have to write on my arm, I forget it.
I write the optimum time, the 15-second leeway time, and each minute marker on my arm generally. And also what the last fence is. But thankfully today the last fence is 5 minutes, so that goes with the minute marker. But yeah, you would like to think that that means I will get it right. Fingers crossed. I mean, got to get the dressage and show jumping out the way first.
Dressage.
Dressage. See our faces. Dressage. You're a dressage pony.
Sort of. If it was Emma, she'd be like, yay, dressage, and then boo because country.
Very, very true. Right, I'm going to put the camera down now till dressage, and yeah, we'll see you. I'll see you when it's all done.
I'm going.
Am I up there? Is this talking about minute markers? Do you know them? Trousers just wants to come on photo bomb, don't you? Fellow patchy pony. I wonder why he's called Trousers, look. Have fun, good luck. I love how I said I wouldn't vlog till dressage now. However, the pony's ready. This is what it's like having 2 grooms. He's all studded up, looking lovely. Flaps have all stayed in still. He's now currently having a massage to warm those back muscles up. I'm pretty much dressed, and we still got over half an hour till I need to get on, so we're having a bit of a picnic. Yeah. I'm finishing off my lassie that I was on the way up in the car, and the guys are taste testing the Y-food bars for me. Look at them all reading the packaging. What? White chocolate and coconut, what do you think? It's tasty, isn't it? No, it's like, well, can I please taste test? Sam's on.
The salted caramel and chocolate.
Nice. Ah, see, you told me you couldn't eat before competing, you can now.
It's like, tastes like really sweet chocolate, but it's not.
That's the salted caramel as well, and that, isn't it? I love salted caramel, yeah, that's true. I don't think I need one alongside this. Nala says, I'll have your... Oh, she's too cute. So yeah, half an hour to spare. We didn't need to leave quite so early, but it's nice to be relaxed. He's chilled, I'm chilled, we're all
So we
chilled.
didn't have to get out of bed at 6:30 this morning.
See.
I was Saturday.
I know.
Sorry. Sam stayed the night, didn't you? Hello, you right? No, we're like well on time and we're feeling all relaxed. And I take it you're heading there now? Good luck. Thank you.
They reported stops on course examination. They come right at a time of 5 minutes and 4 seconds.
Let's go!
They finish on a total of 39.8.
Got the big camera too. And got the puppy dog. It's
all happening. Oh, nice bin in the way there, Emily. Let's get her through there.
Another finisher. This time, JCB.
Tina in warm-up.
Feeling narrow. It's hard when you do a circle to then practice going straight as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but you just got to keep doing transitions and circles.
Okay, so centre line. Enter AXH7. And round HCMB working trot for another 7. So a good start to the test. And he warmed up lovely. He was so, like, literally the most relaxed I've ever felt him. In a dressage warm-up, which was a fabulous A. Then we do a 15-metre circle at B, and we had a 7.5 for that. I think the size was nice and accurate, and he looked in a really nice rhythm. Then we come round and go down the centre line again, and then veer off towards M. So basically mirroring what we did previously. Sorry, momentary pause there. I was reading what she said. Accurate 7, and then working trot round here 7, but slightly against the hand after H. Which I'm not sure if you'll see because that will be head on towards you. Here. You can see it was a little bit head bobby. And then 15-metre circle at E, again mirroring what we did on the other rein. And another 7. So a nice consistent array of 7s in the first half of the test. I will admit though it does get a little bit worse, but not bad, just a little bit worse. We come round here to work and canter. Could be more forward, 6.5. Maybe I was playing it a little bit too safe. And then we canter A, F, B, M, all the way down to C, with a transition back to trot over X, and we get a 7 for that. You felt lovely, just slightly after the centre line, but we're on a bit of a half stride. Watching the screen and reading the test sheet's quite hard to do at the same time. All the way around to H, medium walk, and we had a 7 for that. And then medium walk, I really don't like medium walk because I love free walk. So we always get good marks for free walk. Medium walk, I'm a bit conscious that he could jog if I put my leg on too much because I'm not giving him his head. So I did play it a little bit safe again, and I got a 6.5, says needs more purpose. But I would rather that than risk a jog. A, again we come up. A nice transition up, I think. It felt it, does it look it? Yep, up into a working trot for a 7. And then, I've got a feeling in a minute, the camera cuts out, which is a shame because, well, it's not a shame, because that's when I get my few 6s. The canter up says hollowed and a 6.5. And then here, he felt wiggly. This is where he felt like he was going to leave the arena. Don't know if I wasn't using my left leg at all, enough. But again, it says 6 resisting contact. And then round onto the... Oh, it's cut off. Thankfully, Em's quick thinking, she picked up her phone quickly to film the final centre line, which he did a lovely nice halt. So we had a 6 for resisting contact in the canter, 6.5, lost impulsion in the trot, but then a nice 7 for the halt. So I was pleased, and some nice comments too. Oh, we moved swiftly on to show jumping. Tina didn't remember to vlog anything in between. I'm out of practice of vlogging at eventing. But let's just finish off the dressage tests whilst I warm up. For my show jumping, it says accurate test, which flowed nicely. Some loss of impulsion towards the end of the test. And I don't know if that's partly my riding, you know, because he was going so nicely. And I was getting so... After the medium walk, I was getting so worried of messing up and ruining it that I think maybe because it had gone so well at the beginning, I got a bit tense and a bit like, oh, I just want to play it safe, I don't want to go wrong, and didn't ask enough from him maybe in the second right canter. But anyway, I'm not going to over-analyse it too much because we still had a blimmin' good score. Let's move on to show jumping, where he actually did feel a little bit lethargic in the warm-up, even though watching this video back he looks fabulous. I think his summer coat is coming through thick and fast, and it was, even though it doesn't look it, quite warm. I was out of puff, I know that. So yeah, he's going to need a summer clip very, very soon, but let's move straight on to my show jumping round. Hopefully you can hear me okay, because I'm voiceovering on the Mac, and it's not the world's best speaker, but here we touched that one, and I remember Lisa saying how that didn't come down, number 2. But it didn't, it stayed up, thankfully, and I don't think we touched another one. He definitely then cleared them all very, very well. You hear me apologise to him then because I tapped his shoulder over the spread, and I hate doing that. I very rarely do it, I will admit. But it was quite, he needed to push for a long one over that spread, and I was just panicked and flapped, and yeah, felt really guilty. The rest of the round though, he jumped incredibly. As you can see here, big pony club kick over that one to make the stride rather than chip in, but we didn't chip in at all, which makes me delighted. Brought him back and balanced him here because a few horses had been looking at this jump. It was a little bit spooky. And then final fence and big pats. Now I've just remembered that I've already done a voiceover on this bit when I was editing it, so have 2 voiceovers. Sorry, not sorry. So I was extremely lucky to also get a sent by a follower another angle of my show jumping. So a huge thank you to Alexis Marler for sending this to me. Very, very kind, fabulous filming. As you can see, fence 1 jumped nicely. Fence 2 I did actually tap. And I tapped it quite loud, but looking at that, the pole didn't move, which was nice. Then coming around to fence 4 here, he was disunited, and I didn't have time to correct him, so I had to just push on through, and bless him. I did give him a tap on the shoulder to pick up for the spread, and I felt so guilty, I shouted straight away, "Sorry, Banks!" But look, he wasn't fazed, he just carried on like a trooper. And yeah, jumped 5 nicely, 6 nicely. I did have to push for the stride there for 7. And then coming round to the final 2, again went a little bit disunited on the corner, brought him back to trot to regain balance because a few people were having problems with that fence there. And then he jumped the final 2, 8 and 9.
I don't think I vlogged. I didn't vlog after dressage, did I?
Did you not?
No!
Because I didn't name my score. We were trying to refresh it, but the internet wasn't working very well. It never does up here, unfortunately. But dressage done.
Difference from your dressage to your show jumping.
No, because it hasn't changed. I'm still on my dressage score, which is fab. Dressage of 31.5. Which I believe has put us into 4th. And I was really pleased with the test, actually. There was a couple of bits where he felt a bit wiggly, not straight on like the long side, almost drifting out of the boards when there weren't boards. Ouch, what have you done? Oh, getting the bands out. But transitions and everything, I felt were good. Yeah, and he was nice and relaxed, not remotely tense, which is the first ever for our first event of the year. New booties, because I lost one here last year. New front cross-country boots, thank you. Anyway, let's just crack on, stay in the zone, go cross-country. Hope I don't mess anything up, because we sure as hell know that he won't. And yeah, I'll come back to you after cross-country. Fingers crossed it goes well. Show jumping wasn't that fluent, but all pretty, but we managed it, so as long as cross-country is the same, I will be happy. Fingers crossed. No scores for style, exactly that. Right, I will get changed and I'm going to put my minute markers on my arm to be safe, because it could be important when you're lying in 4th. Eek, exciting. Right, no pressure though, Tina. Just enjoy it, it's meant to be fun.
Trying to make him go for a wee. He's like, no, his ears have finally gone forward. And he started to walk faster as well. He's like, I know where this leads you to. What do we think she's going to do? Do we think she's going to go clear and inside the time line?
She has to, because she's in like really good position.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to see what I could see, because I think she could be like up there.
She's about, yeah, she is quite.
And I think that's why she's feeling the pressure.
I think that's why.
But she needs to not get in a flap about a minute markers. I just hope that doesn't.
Hopefully not.
No. It's hard, isn't it, on the first one to get like into your rhythm again, to know what your canter is for your timing.
But don't forget, and it's the first one of the season, so
exactly.
you're a little bit nervous. Don't know how you're going to be riding.
Nah, I believe in her though. I think she's going to do it.
Right.
I think she's going to do it.
I actually think it's quite a nice course.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Nice for Bicton.
Nice for the first one.
Nice for the first one and nice for Bicton.
And the ground is perfect.
Yes. Right. Warm up and let's get them out at start box. It's already recording.
So she's in third.
She's in third. So,
but we're not going to tell her.
No, first and second haven't done cross country yet, but they did go clear show jumping. So at worst, if she goes clear and inside the time, it's third. But we'll keep that stump.
Yeah. Right, no pressure.
No pressure, T.
But just don't tell her.
No. Oh, he's looking good though. Whee! Right.
Okay, so I'm actually watching this live with you for the first time and doing the voiceover. I haven't actually seen it yet because Equestrian have just very, very kindly emailed it through to me. So there we went, out the start box. You will see that I went straight through the start box as opposed to stand still in it, not risking a massive flyback like we had at PONTISPOOL last year. And we head out nicely and confidently over 1, 2 and 3. Then we go round the corner up to 4A and B, and he honestly thought he was jumping the right hand side fence then. So I obviously didn't give a good enough line through there because he thought he was going towards the B element of the 100 combination. Thankfully managed to show him which jump it was at the last minute, and look here, Tina cantered downhill. Emily was stood at the bottom of that, and I think I felt a bit of peer pressure. I will admit I did trot at the very top and then picked up canter again. Didn't get the best stride to that, and I know it was because I was nervous of this corner that was coming up. I don't know why, it's not a big corner. I think it was just because it did have some spooky pink flowers right in the front of it. And we just got a bit deep, but bless him, the superstar that he is, found his 5th leg and got over. Here, proud to report we did take it on a bit of an angle so that we had a much better line into this boat. And the course was literally flying by. I can't believe we're like halfway round already. This is fence 8AB, and there were 16 jumps, but 21 jumping efforts. Here we did not get a good line. I was conscious that there were so many people there, and I did not get the good first jump into that. Again, bad me. I had to give him a little tap. Oh, I hate doing that. Why was I tap? It's when I get in a flap. Sorry, Banksy. And then coming up round here to steeplechase fence was nice because it meant I could let the handbrake off and just let him power on and go at his speed rather than me constantly pulling him back. Woohoo, sped over that. Down around to this one. This is probably the widest fence on the course, but just brought him back, balanced him a bit, and again flapped a little bit, a couple of strides out. Rode this atrociously, very embarrassed of how I rode this fence. Again, panicking. Bless his little heart helping me out. Oh, ditch there, Mum. Okay. And again, rubbish. Oh, we get it from 2 angles. Woo! I don't even want to see how I jump this brush. I'm just flapping. Why am I flapping? Oh, it's the first event of the season, Tina. That's what I'm telling myself. I think we need to do Port Elliot. I think I need to get a confidence boosting cross-country run under my belt. Because as much as this was clear within the time, I don't feel I was helping Banksy at all in this round. I was very much relying on his honesty. Oh, that jumped a lot nicer. Well done, Tina. Oh dear. Oh, 2 angles of this as well. Yay! I think I need to watch this back and be a bit more positive because it was clear, it was fab. And I mean, if I messed up too much, it wouldn't have been clear, would it? But I just don't, we definitely didn't ride it how we rode the Bicton at the end of the year last year, but. Glance of the watch over the final fence. Oh, and another angle of that as well. I've got a lovely photo of that too, and then gradually slowing up. Oh, Tina, you were just. I should have carried on cantering that little bit longer, but he braked, his handbrake, his ABS was too efficient. Back to trot. Thank you, Equestrian, for the footage. Absolutely love it, actually. I'm going to go and watch it again myself now. Oh, and this is Lisa's footage of me coming through the water. Second to last fence. Best use it, seeing as you managed to take it, hey, Lise. Camera stabilisation still. Oh, look at me glancing at my watch there as well. I was so paranoid about messing the time up. Oh, she filmed all the way to the end. Anyway, I'll stop blabbing now. I'm secretly pleased with it. I am pleased with it. I just need to watch it again. Oh, I forgot about this footage that Emily got. I think that shows how pleased I am with it. There's definitely no secrets in these smiles, although look, I am absolutely exhausted. Oh, I need to get fitter, which I think I'll talk about in a minute. Good boy though, Banks, you are a clever clogs. Big smiles and big breaths of relief that the first one, the hardest one is the first one, was out the way. Clever Bonio. Fabulous boy.
How are we feeling?
Knackered. I need to get fitter.
You're coming running, aren't you?
Yeah. I need to get a lot fitter. I love how we've worked on Banksy's fitness over the winter, but Tina's obviously been being a bit lazy on top. Haven't we, Banks? Couldn't keep up with him. Definitely a bit sticky in places, but he's just so honest.
Aww. And I'd like to say I've just had a cheeky look and you're second.
Ooh.
Yes.
No way. Em's like, but we can't say prize giving. We've finished a lot earlier, haven't we?
Yeah, I don't know what time it is, to be honest with you.
Oh my god, that's so amazing.
That is so amazing.
Before.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'd be delighted with the top 10. Second, Banks.
Keep him walking still.
Well done. Yeah. Yeah, I just want to give him a little half polo. And he needs stripping, doesn't he?
He needs stripping and
still
buckets,
buffing,
yeah. First time he's probably done.
Actually,
5.
he's puffing more than me. What's going on? He said I had to do all the hard work, Mum.
He's just done the 5 minute. He's probably undone 5 minutes on the go for a while, is he?
We need to go galloping.
We need to go galloping at the beach.
We've got gallops near, but we've got a beach.
We've got a beach.
The thing is with the beach, you are a bit conscious of what the sand is,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Ah, well done, you pair.
Ladies, I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Because I'm not very good at doing things alone, we all know that.
Don't we know that?
You are a bit rubbish.
Sorry.
Hey?
What did you say?
Were you shouting yourselves out?
I said, don't we know that?
I said, nice to know that the training's paid off, so also thank you to Cameron and Fred.
Yay.
Chuffed. You're a good boy. You said we make this the best year.
Right, we're getting coffee.
Hold on a minute. And us riding a pony
and
while
us.
she went gallivanting twice already this year.
Hold on. You've been
fit.
off skiing. We have actually been riding him.
You can take him to his next event if you like. You can
Just
roll his
saying.
dice.
Just saying.
Flip a coin, see who wants to take him. One of you can take him.
Not everyone can go on 2 ski holidays and their ponies kept all fit for them, was it?
I'm very, very lucky, thank you.
Look who has also had a fab day.
Hey! 2 epic clears cross country. In the time?
Yeah, I was
Did you use your minute markers?
Yes, I was 5 minute 5.
Perfect. I was 4:59, wasn't I? I thought it was bang on 5, but yeah. Brilliant. And a what dressage? Tell the vlog.
26.3.
I need to watch this test. Did Mum film it?
Yeah.
Epic. Are you making a vlog?
No.
Oh, Sam!
One event I didn't vlog.
Oh, you took the pressure off filming and concentrated on your riding. Look what happens, 26.3, yeah, exactly. Just a couple of pesky poles. But you still finished 8th.
I'm gonna, you know the jump cups. I'm gonna get a bit of cement. And cement them all on.
Oh, look, we got a tired puppy. She said eventing is hard work, you know, guys. And I expect if I go around the corner, we got a tired binkle bum too. Oh, maybe we've got a hungry one. What's this? Are you fabulous? You're much more fabulous than Mum, aren't you? You deserve all the credit, my boy. Right, I think quick turnaround to get MM home because I'm very grateful that she came. Both of these guys are partying tonight, by the way.
You'll be my chauffeur.
I'm being your chauffeur. As a thanks for coming, take her and pick her up. Let's load him up and see if we can maybe grab prizes on the way out if they're doing it. It might just be a collect, might not. I don't really know if they do presentations anymore. I think 10th, generally.
Yeah, Charity's just been
Right, anyway, hopefully show you a frilly in a minute. Home, sweet home. My super grooms are running away from me because they've both got social lives and they're going partying. But guess what? What do I get? Apart from the best pony in the world to bring home safely, because you were epic. Weren't you at home, my babe? Yeah, we are. Any little dinkles waiting for you? Oh, don't swing shut on you. Good boy. Where's Dinks? You waiting for Banks to come home? I get Nala for the evening. Because Em's going partying. Nala, you can come stay with me for the evening. We're going to have cuddles, aren't we? Yes, we are. Lots of cuddles. Mwah. But you go home with your mummy and have your dinner first.
Yeah.
Have a shower. Oh, she's like, another car.
No, she's quite happy to get in there because she knows that means home.
Now, does that mean go home? Oh, coochie. Do wonder if you brought a bed, she'd be a bit happier because it's hers. It smells like her. Just saying.
No, she doesn't like getting in Chris's car at the bottom. But...
Look, she's raring. She's got a 40th birthday to attend. You got a hen do, and I'm top chauffeur.
There'll be a hen do soon that you're organising.
That you're all invited to, I thought she was going to say then.
Hey?
I thought you were going to say that they're all invited to. Imagine that. Oh, right, let's get this pony sorted and then I'll give you guys a full debrief of my day. I might actually have a little watch of the footage first because I haven't managed to look at any of it. Don't forget to pick her up, please. I'm going to do a quick turnaround actually. Let's get this pony sorted. I am absolutely delighted, buzzing, chuffed, very, very proud of not only my boy but also of myself for keeping on top of the training this winter and taking him out and being the best, bringing out the best in him, didn't we? But most importantly, let's let him go and get in the field and have a nice roll. And yeah, I'm going to look back at the footage. I have watched my dressage test, which I'm really pleased with, but I haven't watched my show jumping or any of the cross country. I'm hoping Equestrian generally do send me my video, which is very kind. So I'm hoping they are able to send that to me to include in this vlog. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing the photos too. And Em got some epic content. They have been the absolute best super grooms, beaming from ear to ear. But gonna be good mummy and get my pony sorted. And then yeah, do a proper little debrief, a short and sweet one in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, we're doing the debrief now. Literally just watched my show jumping back and I am buzzing. It wasn't the most perfect round, it wasn't textbook, it wasn't all that we have been putting into training, but it was confident and it was forwards, and when there was a mistake it was my fault, not his fault. He had a big sorry Banksy because I did give him a tap on the shoulder going over the double because I just knew we weren't quite, oh you two just love each other, don't you? I knew we weren't quite right and he like saved us massively because he is an absolute superstar. My golly gosh, I love my boys. I'm so lucky to have them all, aren't I? Very, very lucky. You love Red, you're glad Banksy's home because you got a lot of, you don't like being on, oh I wonder what's tickling my ear, it's his tail. Oh, you want to do some grooming? Do you want to do some grooming? Do you want to do some smiles? Yes. I'm on cloud 9, literally so delighted that the winter training's paid off. Absolutely chuffed with the dressage. Glad they had 1 calming cookie last night and 2 today because he was lovely and relaxed, weren't you, Boo? Still looking lovely with your white legs. He listened, he was fab. The only thing that I can criticise on is, I think I've already said it earlier in the video, I'm not sure if Em was filming or not. Mouthful of hairs, you agree with me, is that he just went a bit wobbly at times. I warmed up on a circle and actually didn't do much warming up on a straight line, and it was our first test on grass and first thing outside of like a fenced arena this year, so I need to get my arena set up out here in my field, because he just, yeah, a bit wobbly at times, a bit where the boards weren't, it felt like he was going to creep out or put his quarters out. So at least I picked up on what we need to work on, keeping him straight on the straight line. So he's just about to pounce on his mum. Reggie, leave your mummy alone. Reggie. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Dinks, get off. He's climbing on me. Somebody's ringing me now. Oh, my mum. My mummy's ringing me. I won't answer now because I think my watch is literally about to die, but I will ring her back in 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm just delighted. All 3 phases were just, actually, probably our weakest was possibly the cross country, and that's just where I got nerves. I knew that we were in a good position, and I just knew that I couldn't afford to mess it up. And as much as there wasn't anything that was massively scaring or daunting me on the course, I was just nervous of making a mistake and letting him down. So that's where I think, rather than push and ride the strides that I know I can now and not chip in, oh, you cheeky monkey, he's like, play with me. Play with me. Yeah, I did get way too close to far too many cross-country jumps, didn't get the best lines, didn't push. Ow, you're standing on me, Dinks. Yeah, didn't push or ride for the strides that I'd walked. I basically just winged it, and that's where I just need to get more confident and more competition practice under my belt. But that is going to be a bit rusty, the first event of the season. You can practice, school, train, all you like, but until the nerves get to you, and even if you don't really think the nerves are massively there, then you just don't know how you're going to like react to the nerves. And it was so funny because I said, Dinks, that's a bit wrong right there, mate. You can't groom that area of my body. I said in the show jumping that he felt quite lethargic. It was actually turned out to be quite warm today. I think it was showing 17-18 degrees at one point. So I do think he is almost ready for his summer clip already. Get that fluff off because he's much better, as I discovered last year. Once the fluff is off, whoa, steady Banks. Oh my goodness. He's like, well, you are sat in my field, Mum. Banks, the water's here, babe. I just brought it to you. Oh, sorry, I'm blabbing. I'm like in talkie mode. All on my own, got nobody to talk to or tell about it. Although I should ring my mum back and tell her, here, sweetheart, here's the water. Nope, don't want that. Busy, busy, busy. I was shocked that he was so enthusiastic in the cross-country warm-up. I mean, part of me knew he would be because it is his favourite phase. But after being quite meh in the show jumping warm-up and super relaxed in the dressage, I was a bit like, yeah, he's hot, he's lethargic, it is warm, he does need his coat off. But he proved me wrong in the cross-country because he went, Mum, I know what I'm doing, let me at him. And I should have just had a little bit more trust and a little bit more faith. But like I said, until you get out there into competition, into game, in the zone mode, it's very hard to replicate what you did in training because you don't get the added pressure when you're training, do you? Anyways, I'm very aware that I'm blabbing and talking far too much. It's because I'm delighted, absolutely buzzed, chuffed that the winter training has paid off. I will admit I was very nervous this morning. I wanted to do well, I really did, and it's very rare that I want that. I quite often say, as long as I'm happy and I bring my horse home safe and sound, then that's it for me. Like, as long as my horse is safe and sound and we've had fun and enjoyed our day, that is what I go for. But today, I think after the winter training and knowing that I am riding better than I ever have, I'll be honest, I will admit, I feel I am riding better than I ever have. So I'm glad that it paid off and the results reflected the effort that I've put in recently. So again, a huge thanks for the help, Em and Lisa, and for keeping him fit, like I say, whilst I was on holiday. Big thanks to Sam as well for keeping him supple and massaged, because he's a very lucky boy that she does that frequently for him. And thanks again to Fred and Cameron for being giving me some tough love over this winter, that was what I will say. Firm but fair, I will say, and I've actually learned to finally enjoy training, which is fabulous. Long may it last. I'm excited to get our next event entered, not 100% sure when or where it will be. There is a local one to us next weekend, but I will admit I don't actually like running 2 weekends in a row, not just because of putting the strain on him, but also just of life. Like, it is a hobby for me, and as much as it's work as well whilst vlogging, it's a fun hobby work, and I do like to spend time with my Robbie and at home with all my other animals too. However, it is close, so I need to weigh it up. If we have more rain, I might well do it, but the ground, as you can see, is... No, that's not food, sweetheart. It is like the mud is pretty hard and dusty, so a bit more rain and I might get a late entry in. Comment below what you think I should do. I know it's my horse and my decision, but I don't know, it's just something about running them 2 weekends in a row is not something I would necessarily choose to do. However, I'm a busy bee in May and he will be having a quiet time in May, so maybe I will, maybe I won't. That's a decision to be made, but definitely not today. Today we're just gonna embrace the fact that we had such an epic first outing of 2022. Let's give Banks a kiss. Oh, he's going for the water now. He says it was thirsty work, Mum. Very thirsty work. Wasn't it? You are an absolute superstar. Very, very proud to call him mine. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for your support as always. And do like, comment and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. And we will see you. Oh, you've got to get in there now too. Very, 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 triple word. Very, very, very soon. You're going to kiss the camera goodbye. Go on then. Say bye. Oh no, he wants to kiss me, not the camera. Bye.
Try to express yourself in your own